One day I will learn to be less impatient with my gold purchases. Today is not that day. I'm so bad. I'm just like, one of the main things you can do is learn to not spend pointless gold on tile improvements, because that's the sort of stuff that comes to get you later. But for me it is. How have we not got military tradition yet? I guess I was saving it for the quick change, but I would quite like humanism into colonialism, natural history, so I guess I'm gonna take it. How are we doing on score? How far behind are we on score? Still, I need 50% extra on my score to even catch up. So it looks like we're doing okay in terms of number of cities, but in terms of pretty much every other metric, we are very far behind at the moment. Still, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. We've got different religions now competing in our lands. As long as one of them sticks, I don't mind which one it is. Okay, right, so it means actually if we ever went to war with the Ottomans here, we would get the Wars of Religion card working. And that is really, really important. Hang on, is there any city I have visibility on? Oh, this one. Nope. It's a graphical issue. Ah, here we go. Oh, nope, an ally. Difficult to show off at the moment. It's the +9. It's the +9 combat bonus that Sid Meier difficulty AI picks up. It's an obscenely large amount, and I'm still not entirely sure what I'm going to do about it when I do decide to attack. Sometimes he respect, sometimes he snack, but every now and then he's bound to attack. Actually, I do want military training for veterancy. Why have I not got that in my government? Why? Why indeed? Here is the veterancy card that we were promised before. I'm only getting 2 happiness from that retainers, so let's pop it in instead of that. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time off the harbors that I'm building, which really does help. Industrialization. Factories make a huge difference. They really do. Let's do these trade routes. All of these coming into my capital now. Is there such a thing as too many outback stations? Probably, but I haven't found that number just yet. The religious battle going on for Danny Darklord is quite frankly ridiculous, but we will just simply burrow our heads, pretend it's not happening. Actually, Buenos Aires might be a really good catch here. It's in the middle of Sweden. Sweden generally pretty chill with city-states, like they're not the worst. Saying that though, I have 5 citizens following a religion, so if I got Chinguetti 4 times 5 to 20 faith per turn, might be good for monumentality. The thing I like about Buenos Aires is not just the factory capacity, but it's also luxury resources providing an immediate... Yeah, do it, sod it, send it, full send it, take it. I think out of everybody, Sweden is likely to be the best first target. Now the reason for that is because out of everybody, they're keeping the smallest military strength army. They have a great big coast that I can attack with decently populated cities. Stockholm is easily accessible from the sea, and they only got 7 cities. So what I'm going to start to do is work on my friendship with everyone else. The idea is if I can throw an alliance out with every other person, when I do go to war with Sweden, we can almost peace lock every other person to being in an alliance with me, and then they can't physically declare emergencies on me. And even if Sweden does declare an emergency on me, it's only them in it. That's the plan. That's the plan. I don't know if I'm going to be... I don't want to particularly attack if I can help it, but I feel like they're the tech leaders. They have a lot of science. We're going to have to spread out and really push out if we are going to take control of this game. Now, we've just hit the golden age, re-upping my alliances. This scientific alliance is amazing. Actually, military alliance for China, because they're already at war with Sweden, so that bodes well going forward. This time, we cannot continue going for harbors give us science, which is a bit of a problem. How does the continent split affect us? I'm unlikely to settle on any other continent for a little while, apart from maybe this island down to the south, but I don't know if that's worth Hicksonk or Dracones in itself. Although monumentality, I don't really have a huge amount of gold, so buying builders with it, I mean, I am buying a lot of builders, but I can make them. Should we go Hicksonk Dracon? No, let's go monumentality this once, and then we're looking to go Hicksonk afterwards. That's just how I'm feeling this at the moment. Whether that's the right idea, I don't know, but we'll see. Next up, we're also going to pick up Liang, somewhere right in the middle in Sanakush. Let's get you there. That way we can get 6 charge builders just appearing right in the middle of everything. Third alliance sorted, this time with Georgia. Religious alliance, she normally pays pretty well for these. Yep, so she does. Buenos Aires and some luxuries has pushed every single one of my cities into now being happy. That's pretty cool. Hey, we'll take that. We'll take that. City number 10. China actually caught and overtook me on city number, which we can't be having, can we? Zaf, get in here. Don't like it. Don't like it when the AI threatens me by playing well. How dare it? How very dare it. Industrialization. How much coal did I get? That's the important thing. I've got some coal under a lumber mill. Why does that always happen? Is that really it? Is that the only source of coal I've got? Oh, no. No, there is some there. Annoyingly. Next to this tile. Okay, no, I can afford to improve that one without losing. Beautiful, beautiful adjacency. That's fine. Oh, coal and coal. Double coal settle. Haha. Okay, I've got plenty. Amazing. Right. Well, I think flight into advanced flight has probably got to be the easiest thing for me to do now. So we're going to go just quickly into castles, stirrups for the pasture improvement, jump into gunpowder, banking, astronomy, and hopefully by the time we get up there, we will have adopted a few more culture, civic-y things that'll take us through the tree there. I think that's a decent plan. Decent plan for now. City number 11. With all of that glorious coal. Super Stevo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again. You know what? I actually don't think we're going to do a huge amount more settling. Not unless this island here turns out to be a hugely awesome endeavor. And the reason for this is because I think it's going to be better to take Sweden stuff than to actually make our own. If we have a look at the districts, campus, lots of very high appeal tiles as well. I mean, not all of them, but we can definitely work on quite a few of these. Yeah, there's one there that's really good. That'll be a +6 for me. We got to do it. We got to take Sweden, haven't we? I think we're just morally obligated to at this point. Stirrups, universities are popping up everywhere. Big yums. We've also got industrial zones now popping up everywhere as well. Workshops just to add things even better. Oh yeah, this is going to be a renaissance for my empire. In fact, that's +4. But I can't afford to lower the appeal of that tile, so let's just jump on in quickly and go +5 there. Yes, lots of industrial capacity. That's what we want to see. Yeah, +9 combat strength due to difficulty. Oh my lord. So ridiculous. So ridiculous. If we time the attack for when we can pick up diggers, these things are incredibly powerful. And most importantly, they do not take oil. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's the play. Another campus is complete in the meantime. Keep the libraries coming in. Keep the universities coming in. Kabul. Kabul was here this whole time. Oh, double experience from battles I initiate. That's quite fun if I am planning on getting a little feisty here. No more settlers for a little while. So, Republican Legacy or Invention? I'm going to put Invention in. I like Republican Legacy. I really do. It's a very, very good building. Actually, Craftsman as well. But I do like Great People points, and if we can pick up Filippo and other people like Da Vinci, oh, we'll have a very industrious and wonderful economy and a great merchant. You know what? I am slowly on the way to doing that. Unbelievably. Sweden wants to be my friend. It's actually Canada is the one I want to be my friend, but Canada can be a little bit awkward from time to time. Which religion is currently winning in my nation? No one knows, but it's not Feed the World. Feed the World has not appeared in my nation at all. I thus remain totally indifferent and uninterested. Whichever wants to win, I don't mind. Gee, how far are we from Enlightenment? Not far. How many great people have we? This is a really good question. 1. Okay, well, Enlightenment's not getting boosted anytime then, is it? Anytime soon. We only need scientific theory. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, never mind. Oh, another library done. Excellent. We finally got a workshop finished in my capital. So currently we're on 6 engineering points per turn. That'll put us on to 7, 8, 9, and then I finished an industrial zone in all known as well. So we're now on 10, and the factory comes in to put us on another +1 to 11. And don't forget, factory is now being boosted by Buenos Aires as well. I'm going to work spies here. And the reason I'm going to work spies is because I don't have a lot of faith per turn, but I really need to get combat strength, and getting a spy to level 3 and giving +6 on an opponent is something I can't ignore. That is a really big advantage. Maybe that's enough. Maybe that's enough to really kick us through. Give me a fighting chance on the combat that's about to come up. Maybe. Oh, recon unit. Nice. 11 engineering points coming in per turn. That's not all. Now we're up to 14. Here we go. Australian industry kicking into gear. I mean, we're selling natural resources to the world, so it kind of checks out a little bit, doesn't it? 2 more lighthouses finished as well. That can only mean one thing. More traders, which I'm going to use some faith on. Yay, traders. I think a coal power plant deserves to give a little bit more production, so we're going to just pop an extra envoy into Buenos Aires for +3 production in every city with a chance 3 or power plant building when building wonders. Yes, districts and buildings, and we're going to save up to do a very similar thing in Singapore and Brussels. Look at these trade routes as well. These are beginning to kick out and be wonderful. Yes, I know I'm sending them all to the Ottomans, but the Ottomans are going to be my super chums. They're my bezies. Aussies, my friends. That's okay. You're allowed to have favorites in Civ, maybe. Just don't tell everyone else. City number 12. Sweden may not like this one, so we're going to need a bold and tough governor. Salty Tech, get in here. I'm going to gift you a wonderful pasture of glory. Culture bomb Yerevan, absolutely ridiculously. Even better. I think that's all the settling I'm going to do. Probably. I might pop a city on that little island, but yeah, we're off to Sweden now. That's the next thing we're going to do. We just need to work on my alliance with Canada. I need to join some sort of emergency. It doesn't have to be a bad emergency. It could be an aid request, but I just need to join it and they'll like me. There's the power of industry. It's all switched on. We're all excited. Civilized is cooking with literal gas. Actually, no, it's not literal gas. It's coal. But we'll get the intelligence agency in. I mean, an 8-ton Huey is really distracting me as being very tempting. I don't need an 8-ton Huey, but it's there. I might rush it through with an engineer if it's still there. It's better to get intelligence agency into spy. And I can send 2 spies over to Sweden and we can start work on trying to promote them as quickly as possible. China just brought the magic of electricity to Beijing. Look, we're all doing it about the same time. Wow. I'm somehow keeping up with the AI. I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Oh, these luxury deals are helping as well. Next, we are on to flight and then we're going to go for steam power. Oh, steam power, which means we'll get railroads. Actually, that's a good point. I don't have anywhere to build military engineers at the moment. All known, you might have to make a bit of a sacrifice here. Just pop a beautiful cheeky encampment down and get these railroads going. I need railroads everywhere. There's something beautiful about outback spam, however. Tiles, tiles and tiles and tiles. Well, Sweden grabbed that island. All right, that's fine. That kind of means that we haven't got to worry about settling it. I'd sometimes really, if you're kind of stuck in 2 minds as to whether or not you should do something, and then the AI goes and stops you from doing it, you're like, huh, that's actually quite helpful. Thank you for that. Very much made my decision for me. Why does Canada have aluminium? Oh no, it's only turned 138. You shouldn't have aluminium. I mean, I guess I'm only a few techs away from it, but still, it's frightening. 2 shipyards. Actually, 2 shipyards is something I could probably do. 7 turns on this shipyard. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. And we buy the next one between the 2. We're sorted. So we are going to go for Sweden. They have nowhere that I can steal gold from, which is annoying. However, we could look to steal tech. All I need to do is find the easiest city to target, which I think is actually going to be down here. They're unlikely to have a counter spy in their smallest city that's furthest away from me. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Whether that'll turn out to be true or not, I don't know. Ooh, Eastern Orthodoxy. That's Feed the World. Feed the World is finally making a presence in my land. We're above 200 science, by the way. That's a cool thing that I should point out. Rationalism would also really help because every single one of my campuses is above +4. So do I grab that instead of invention for a while? Invention's probably giving me half of my engineering points per turn. So I want to get Filippo, then probably not. But I would like rationalism soon. Let's stick it in instead of my builder charges just for a little bit. We're up to 228 science per turn now. Yeah, the quicker we get flight, I think the quicker we can try and win. This current fight is going to be made easier by melee troops being stronger, and last time it was Protestantism that went through. I think Sweden have got a ton of points again, so we'll vote equally on both of these. We've still got the possibility of getting a Diplo victory, don't forget. Melee Protestantism, yay! 2 points, that's cool. We've on 5 out of 20. Gonna be a long wait before we realize whether or not we'll get anywhere near. Let's now get the stable and then the armory, and we'll be set up nicely for steam power. Great Admiral creates an ironclad. Oh yes! Oh, that's really good. That gives me a melee unit to attack some cities with. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've saved me a lot of gold. Thank you so much. Plus, it'll increase the strength of my cities from the measly 25 they currently are, which is, quite frankly, embarrassing. Second spy. I send to the same city? Could go for reduce enemy loyalty at 63%. I'm going to go for the same city. Let's just double up. Why not? Next up, armory. Oh, military engineers are close. Very, very, very close. Steel. Okay, we're expecting Sweden to have steel walls at some point. They have thrown them up, but that's okay. We can bomb steel walls. Now we've got flight. We just need to get steam power and then radio and then advanced flight. Easy, right? Right? No, probably not. Brussels for wonders or Singapore for extra production? We'll go Singapore for extra production. Kabam, like that. Beautiful. Shipyard built, steam power boosted. We're well on our way now. Canada's now on 45 techs. This is quite impressive considering the fact that none of these AI have actually specifically focused on science. Just a typical 400 science science on turn 146. Ugh. I dread to think how scary this is going to be once we play a game where the AI is genuinely trying to get a science victory, because I think these are a lot of, quite honestly, culture civs, probably, a bit fair to say. Wonder production, The Cass is still available. Huey has been taken, but Venetian Arsenal is also available, and that could be quite a fun late game display of naval power. And I've actually got a city that I could build Venetian Arsenal in 7 turns, so we'll keep you down there. You have arrived. Well done. Gain your sources. Take your time. China has gone for containment. Wow. Containment is all the way over in Cold War, isn't it? It is. That's hilarious. Wow. All right. Well, we've got some very, very powerful AI. Next up, colonialism into natural history, so that I can build my zoos, my water parks, and all that sort of lovely stuff. Aha! First military engineer. Thank goodness. It's railroad time. This is such a big gamble. Do we have aluminium? I mean, I've got an entire continent to myself. You'd think there would be aluminium somewhere on this, or somewhere in the polar regions around me that I could go and settle if I needed to. I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic. But if we don't have it round us, we may have a bit of a problem. Alliances are wearing off. Keep the military alliance up with the absolute Chinese war beast and our scientific alliance. The Ottomans are giving me probably about 20 per turn at the moment. I don't mind. Please continue for as long as you should wish. I might actually get an aerodrome here. Might just be another place that I can build planes. The promised land. +8 campus. Oh yeah. How is anybody going to get to work there? Via the sea, probably. Thank you, Singapore. Join back up with me now, thank you. Actually, now I've got coal power plants everywhere. And we've got a canal in my capital, which means my capital now has access to the sea. Yeah, you thought I'd forgotten about that? I did not. It was all my long master plan. First railroad complete. It's linked our cities. It's amazing. We're actually going to a dark age next era, and I don't know if that's a bad thing. I'll be able to get some fun combat boosts from dark age policy cards. Well, we'll see how it all pays out. The Venetian Arsenal, I'm going to charge and rush that through now. Come on, radio. Come on. Why do I not have any net? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. We need this. We need sources of aluminium. Probably at least 2. There are 10 results. That is near me. That is near me. Oh, thank goodness. We've got at least 2. We've got at least 2. That's near me as well. 3. And Nalanda's got a bunch. Oh, okay. We're fine. We're fine. We have some. That's good. Right. Builder on the way. Go make these. Now I've got my military engineers just providing a nice straight line just so I can send reinforcements up and down my nation quickly, efficiently. There's the aerodrome. Get a hangar in as well. And Brussels, 2 envoys in there. Even more production towards buildings. And sources has been gained, which means I now have 2 spies in my city. One is going to foment unrest. The other is going to steal a tech boost. Come on. One of you do something. Now I've bribed Canada as much as I can right now, and they're still refusing to be anything other than unfriendly with me. As soon as I can send an envoy to them, a delegation, an embassy, whatever it is. Maybe if I open my borders as well, we can do this. We can do this. Come on. Open borders. That's a favorable deal to you. Now your positive relations. I wish I could just breach this. Tell me what your hidden agenda is. I can satisfy it for you. Venetian Arsenal. Double boats. If you build a boat, you get a boat 3. You want a boat? Get a second boat. 2 boats instead of 1. Why not have 2 boats? Yes, excellent. Need one of those wavy arm men that you get outside of car dealsmen dealerships. You know the ones I mean? Little crazy wavy arm people. Another campus as well. 262 science per turn. We can do better than that, but for now, we are content. Except that is a line infantry. Oh, our defenses are not going to be able to hold against that. We need to actually get something better. Luckily, we are building a privateer, and I'm just going to dip back into exploration quickly to get the double building cards. We can build an obscenely large navy really quickly. Hello, Zaf. Welcome to Mine Town. Population aluminium. Second source. That means we can get 4 planes at the minimum. Another campus. 278 science now. Almost at 300. Canada's above 400 now. They are really starting to get away from me. 49 techs to my 38. I have not gone out of last place this entire game, and I feel like I am playing a very science-friendly civ. Double boat time. Look at this. Off they go from my capital. Super happy. Out in exciting to see the military alliance has expanded. We can see everything they can now, which has meant that I've met another city-state, apparently. Geneva. Oh, that's another science city-state. Oh, that's worth a lot of science. That would explain why. Okay, Canada have got quite so much. I bet they've got Kilwa as well. So have a look. Yep, so Canada have got Kilwa. 15% extra science in their capital, as well as really good 15% because they're at peace all the time. It's a really good one for Canada. Yeah, oh, that's powerful. That is a powerful combo. No wonder Canada is just blasting ahead in this game. Dark Age. We knew we were going to get Dark Age. We're gambling on it because I want to go into a heroic modern era. That's kind of the main thing. Advanced flight, we win, we get that, excellent. We can make a dedication. What are we going to do the most of here? Trade routes, I probably would get like 10 era score from that. Hicksong to Connors is difficult. Heartbeat of Steam is quite repeatable. To Arms is really good if it looks like Sweden is fielding a lot of cores, which they might do, but maybe not as much. So I'm going to go for Heartbeat of Steam because it's reliable, not because it's spectacular, just because it's reliable. And here is the airport. We are now going to start getting a lot of era score because I'm about to sell enough stuff to fill up the coffers, just a smidge. And with my airport city, buy in Le Bomber. Bomber of Australia went up and did not immediately come down. Okay, big issue is that somebody else got that. So who is the one that already has planes? Let's just have a look on the map to see where the aerodromes are. China is building one there. That's mine. That is Canada's. It looks like Canada might already have a plane. All right, it's fine. We don't mind that. Perfect. Bombers. Now we're on to replaceable parts to get my diggers. These are 78 strength infantry that don't require oil, except they're going to be 83 strength in Swedish territory and 93 strength if they are attacking on a coastal tile, which predominantly they will be. Own 2 crossbow as well. Have I not got that yet? Sometimes I make myself laugh. There you go. Bam. Metal casting boosted. Don't know why I left that so long, but I did. Sweden's in a normal age, by the way. So when we do attack, I'm going to need to take probably 1, 2, 3 cities in one go in order to actually get the loyalty to hold them. So just be aware that this attack might be a little more tricky than I would initially hope. Foment and Rest failed. Good. And Computer Secrets also failed. Oh, I love spies. I really do. I really do. I just love them. Right, fine. Listening post. Or do we try again? We can actually ask for a trade on them. Right, let's try again. Let's go for Foment and Rest again. We've got 84% chance. Can I have them back, please? Not willing to trade that. Oh, brilliant. Thank you. 400 gold. That'll do. Useless spy. Honestly, what's the point? What is the actual point? 15 population in all known. I think I mentioned this before, but it means rationalism is now firing at twice efficiency. So, libraries at +5, universities at +10, adjacencies on +10 as well. A lot of fun stuff here. The water park will go down in a few turns to help even more. One of the Dark Age policy cards that I could take for this particular fight coming up is Elite Forces. Plus 100% combat experience for all units. Really good. That could be a lot of fun. Yeah, invention's kind of getting a bit boring now. Instantly builds factory and workshop in this district. Ooh. Always like to see James Watt. Factories provide +2 production. Yeah. Always very good to see. Especially when I have some cities that could use the extra production. 2 envoys into Brussels, and now our industrial zones are firing at max capacity. I'm also going to start building airstrips in Salty Tech. This is going to be a major plane point. We want to be able to hit all of these cities from this area as best we can. We need maximum air capacity in this area. I could, in theory, also put some air stops in Buenos Aires land as well, and then I could sort of branch out from the city-state and fire internally. That could be fun. I mean, that could be also very cruel, but it could be a lot of fun. Super Stevo's +8, which is a +16 campus, is now online. Awesome. I actually realized we have loyalty problems in a couple of cities. I mean, Salty Tech a little bit, -3. Adam, -4.6. That's not the worst. I think it's because, yeah, look at that big luxury deal just fell apart. That would explain why everyone's unhappy. Just a little project in my capital to make sure we hit that heroic age. Taj Mahal pretty much guarantees that every single age you have after this will be golden because of the obscene amount of hero score it produces. It's lovely. Ignore the flaming coal mine in the background. That's got nothing to do with anything. Stockholm, listening post. Yeah, may as well for now. I need at least 1 spy giving me the minimum +3 bonus. Otherwise, this +9 Sid Meier 13 level difficulty bonus is going to be too much for us to break up. Bombers are flying in now. I think we're almost ready to go. Oh, I couldn't get to this barb encampment, but the ice just melted. Now I can get through, which is worrying. Why is the ice melting? It's not even me, it's Canada. Oh no. Okay, we've got an ice problem in 9 turns and I am nowhere near computer. How much land am I going to lose? I think quite a bit, you know. A lot of it's on the second wave rather than the first. But this is not good. This actually is really not good at all. Oh, a lot of my campuses are going to be hit as well. Okay, good to know. Good to know. We're going to have to go replaceable parts through to computers. We actually do have the letter, unbelievably. So we can pray in walls, which we will need to do, but I need to unlock them as soon as possible. You know, I think it's just about time to rumble. And I reckon we can get Canada in on this as well, because they really don't like Christina. Yep, there you go. Joint war. And we are a go. We're not really set up or prepared right now, but I cannot afford to wait any longer. Now, my military ally, annoyingly, has now peaced out. Typically, the AI is just the worst military ally at all possible opportunities, but everyone else is pretty keen to get involved, you know? So I think China will join once their peace lock has expired. In the meantime, veterancy is gone. Machiavellianism is going to come in for a little bit of extra spying. Actually, no. Elite forces for double experience. Retainers helps a little bit as well. Logistics probably helps more. Let's go logistics. Focus on the war effort 100%. I didn't go for the raid card. Ah, that's the one I meant to go for. Okay, we'll put that in next turn. How much gold is it? 288. So I missed out on 120 gold there, 140 gold. That's not the worst. But there are some really, really good pillage yields available, and I don't want to miss out on any of these yields, so I might have to just redo that. Yeah, we'll wait for my government to change its mind on stuff again, and then we'll go. And in the meantime, bomber, 110 strength. There is no spy diplomacy either way, which is slightly worrying, which means that Sweden actually had something on me that I haven't got on them, and we'll start to bomb to weaken their cities, and we can only kind of really progress if we take several at the same time. A new bomber is ready as well. Amazing. I finally killed the barb camp, and I got 5 gold for doing it. Yay. And we've got to watch out for these privateers, because if we leave them next to units at the end of the turn, they will get shot to pieces. I can make more very quickly. I don't want them dying any faster than they have to. So for the moment, with this assault, I only have 6 aluminium coming in per turn. I have 4 built planes and 2 more on the way. That makes 6. So I don't need to be spending my gold on that sort of stuff anymore. I think instead, I'm going to put a lot of my resource into trying to generate a little bit of army for me. And by army, I do mean, of course, navy. Privateers are going to be very important just to pinch resources wherever we can. The odd ironclad. Maybe we'll try and push in and get some battleships once we unlock them as well. We're not too far, to be honest, away from chemistry. I do really, really need seawalls as fast as possible, but I think I'm unlikely to get them before the world floods again. So we're going to take a little bit of a diversion and go replaceable parts into chemistry and then into computers. The reason for that being research labs. See if we can tech our way out of the problem. One really good thing that could happen in this war is Sweden takes Buenos Aires and keeps it. If they do that, I can liberate it and give myself 10 turns worth of extra production. No one has declared war on me this entire game. We haven't been able to liberate anything. Sweden isn't currently sat on anything that belongs to anyone else. That is a bit annoying. That doesn't mean we can't force the issue. Well, in the meantime, we might as well continue the bombing runs. Let's focus on the city centers, anything that can defend against me so that I can take all the cities in one big go. Canada likes my Air Force. Oh, interesting. They are still the tech leader though. Oh, you see, this is what I mean. The privateers are going to get killed very easily here. I've got to be very careful if I want them to survive. Or not careful at all. Just make tons and tons and tons of them. Right, logistics off, craftsmen off, just for a second. Raid, in you go, and press gangs. Let's replace them faster than they get killed. That's probably the sensible way of doing this. Water parks have been unlocked as well as zoos. Let's get this coal power plant sorted and then lock in this water park, which was going to give me a ton of happiness in my core territory. I'm going to rush conservation. Not normally what I would do, but resource management for the extra aluminium. That would put 3 more bombers into the sky. That's a lot of bomber. Shouldn't say no to all of those. And I think today, against anti-air is useful, against land units, naval units. What do we want our bombers to destroy? I think land units is probably the easier one. I don't normally use the promotions on bombers. I normally save them for when I need to give myself more health quickly, but I do want to level them up to ridiculously high my numbers, so that's what I will do for now. And actually, look, I can get my privateer in here. Nothing can attack it right now, which is useful. Buenos Aires, I really do want Buenos Aires to get killed. That would be very, very handy for me. Pastures, by the way, are now getting production from adjacent outback posts. So look at this, an 8 production pasture there. All of the benefits and abilities have now kicked in. Australia has gone full production. Honestly, you love to see it. Oh, we hit the loyalty of this city. Not an useful thing, but at least Holly now has a promotion. Siphon funds, fabricate, scandal. None of these are really very good. We'll go for siphon funds, just in case there's some funds to be siphoned. We just need one more promotion with Holly, and then we can get +6 combat strength. That's another +3. That would be very helpful if we could do that. World Congress time. I would love to produce units quicker. Scientific A was chosen last time. We'll try that. And Nobel Prize in Physics. I'm generating quite a few points. Not the most, but quite a few. See what goes through. Production, scientific. Oh, I think I actually just got another 2 points. Yep, another 2 diplomatic points. Let's see how well we run in the Nobel Prize in Physics. I might need to run a couple of projects here just to push this through, but that is fine. Canada, by the way, is already going for the Earth satellite. Oh, I didn't even notice that. We are starting to run out of time a little bit. Never mind. It's all right. We will find a way, probably. Or not. This is Sid Meier difficulty. This is supposed to be the hardest single-player experience that we've done so far. That's the aim anyway. Canada loves the fact that I'm in an international competition now. Amazing. And Sweden is producing a lot of troops, but they are all being put into the sea. That's good and bad for me. It's good because it makes them easier to kill. It's bad because it means that they are being brazen enough to try and attack me in this situation, which I don't inherently like. However, this is why I've got fleets of privateers, just to be able to lock in these troops, deal a bit of damage, stop them from coming over. What I don't want is to waste my bombers. My bombers are busy, well, quite literally, bombing. It's what they do. It's what they do best. It's what they will continue to do. Oh yeah, of course. I have my 3 ironclad. Haha. Ooh, that is a Swedish battleship. All right. Okay, good to know. Bring you back, give you the battleship busting ability. We've got to be careful here. We might lose some privateers. We're going to lose a lot of random troops. That is pretty certain, but we're okay with that. It's more important to just go hyper aggressive in this particular war. We cannot let our foot off the accelerator. We have to just keep pushing. All 6 bombers are now in play as well. That's good. There are a lot of battleships. Okay, the Navy appears. Ironclads are really, really powerful, but look at that. +9 combat strength means that the battleships have 69 attack. Difficult. And the anti-air means that the bombers are going to struggle with them as well. Well, I think we can swarm enough troops around here, but Horatio Nelson, of course, is too advanced for the privateers. Boat spam. I think that's what we're going to have to do here. Just absolute spam of boats. 1, 2, 3, and then in with 4 to kill. Not quite kill. Oh, tough. An enemy rock band has lit up this city for me. I love it when you get visibility from random rock band units. That is just wonderful. All right, 2 cities are actually down and ready to go. I need more melee troops in the area. A lot more melee troops. Oh, they are printing battleships now. They are absolutely printing battleships. I just saw another 2 or 3 appear there. And airports are beginning to pick up. We've only just caught Sweden here in an opportunity that we can actually take advantage of. What I do not want to happen is that they get a bit of a foothold here. Oh, they've run out of coal. I think I was supplying their only source of coal. Let me just double check that. This could be brilliant. This could be absolutely what we need. How much coal does Sweden have? Nothing on their land. So it's just going to be city-states actually that they control. So they don't control any. No city-states at all. Fine. All right. Perfect. Okay. Sweden has a coal deficiency. Oh, you are going to regret that. Fine. This actually might give my bombers just a spare couple of tons to destroy all of their battleships. Yeah, look at this. Barely any damage at all for a straight kill. Amazing. We get the privateer kill there. This battleship, because it was made last turn, actually still counts as having coal in it. So we actually need to wait a single turn for the battleships to kind of flail around a little bit, and then they'll be fine. So bring this ironclad in to attack this city. This courser desperately needed to be able to attack this city. So we just need to clear some of the units out here. I hate using bombers to kill units, but it is worth it if it opens up a straight shot for us, which I think it does. Don't forget, every time we defeat armies and cores, we get air escort. No, we didn't, because we went for Heartbeat of Steam. So it was industrial buildings that are doing that for us. Okay, ignore what I just said. Adam's loyalty. Oh, now that we're not happy, this is becoming slightly a problem. I might have to just move Liang over quickly. It's fine. You're all good. You're all good. We've now got diggers being made as well. These things will make the combat a lot easier. Right now, I'm not really fighting with any land units at all. It's just a very small navy. Oh, China's back in on the war now. Fine. That is everyone. Everyone at war with Sweden. Diplomatically, I think we're playing an absolute blinder here. Remember, the AI will only really declare super emergencies on you if they can get an opportunity to gang up against you. Everyone's at war with Sweden, so everyone will be turning a blind eye to my war with Sweden. Done. Easy. Haha. So they've pulled all their army back, which is a good sign. It means don't think they're going to have much to resist this. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Polar Waller Bear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Sleepy Lab, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Kappa Yobby Virani. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!